In this video demonstration, I'm going to show you how to use the beautiful new Marigold flower from John Next Door, along with the Marigold leaves. And these are a beautiful die set. The flower plate is a standard flower plate, A6 in size, and will give you 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 beautiful flowers in one pass. And the leaves are a beautiful matching leaf, but this time they have these two stem dies in there. So if you want to actually make your flowers have stems on them, you can, using these two dies. So we're going to make a card similar to this, where we've actually got the stem and we've got the beautiful flower in the center. So very simple to achieve. I've already cut a piece of card down, and this is using the pumpkin essential card from Craft Artist, down to A6. So this is 5 3/4 by 4 1/8 inch, and you would simply tape your die down onto that and run it through your die cutting machine. When it comes out, you will get all these 12 pieces in one piece and a beautiful background piece. So remember, you can save that to make yourself a beautiful background or to stencil through. So we're going to shape this flower and colour it slightly. So I want to show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it with the larger one. So I'm going to bring in the two larger pieces. First of all, we're going to just ink the edges. And I'm using the Craft Artist Fusion ink pads, which are a fusion of dye, pigment and gold mica. So on a darker coloured card like this, the gold will shine beautifully, but the colour will tie. So I'm using lychee, which again is matched almost to the card, and just flicking an ink dauber, which is the best tool for these inks, over the edge. So just over the edge of the petals, holding it in the air as I usually do, and flicking it over the edge. Really very simple. And you'll see here, when I pop that away, that you've got, hopefully is what's showing, as it dries, you get that beautiful gold shimmer from it. So we just need to shape those, and I'm using a pair of tweezers, grasping each petal and folding the petal around the edge of the tweezers. There's lots of different ways to shape and mould this flower, but for making a sort of almost a full marigold, this is perfect. So once I've done that, I just fold each petal in, so breaking the fibres into the centre, giving you a beautiful shape. So I'll do that once more with the second one. Remember, you're getting 2 of each size and 4 of the smallest from each die cut. And there's enough in one die cut in one A6 to make you 2 different sized full marigolds. So there we have our 2 done. So I'm going to start layering these up. So I'm going to take one of the largest and a second of the largest and offset it. I'm then going to take one of the next size down. Again, this has been inked and folded the same. I'm using glue glaze. I'm going to rotate my flower and again just glue it. You see, by doing that, it already starts to pull in as a flower. We're then going to take one of the next size down. So again, the petals have been inked and they have been folded and pinched the same way. So again, we're just going to offset that flower and pop that into the center. So we've got 2 largest, one next size down, one next size down. I'm then going to skip to the smallest flower, and all I'm going to do is place that in my hand and just push on it to gather all of those petals in, just to make me a beautiful little center. So I'm just pinching it. So all I do is add a little bit of glue glaze onto there, and we pop that into the center. Just popping that in, pull the petals up, and there we have our beautiful marigold. And here's the second size I made earlier, and this is just using all of the pieces that are left, excluding, you'll leave yourself 2 of the smallest flowers. So there we have 2 beautiful marigolds. So now we need to do the leaves, and what I've done for these is these have been designed so that you can colour through them really easily. So I've selected the apple, again of the Craft Artist Fusion inks, because you have that beautiful intense colour, the pigment, but you also have the stunning gold. So again, using an ink dauber, take some ink on lightly and just scribble over the top of your dies. That's all we're doing, and the foam on these means it doesn't catch. So take a little bit of ink, scribble over the back of your dies. So I've die cut these, so these have been run through my machine, and all I've done now is just scribbling over the back with the card in place. Same with the stems, and all I do with the stems is just do the little top piece. So just doing this little bit at the top. There we go. Really very simple. But then when we pop out our leaves, you get that beautiful green and that little bit of gold shimmer. It just adds such a class to your project. So there are our two pieces, and then we'll take our dies out. You can see here, as we drop these out and take them out of the die, you get that beautiful colour with that stunning white edge. So really genuinely easy to do, but a different effect to what we would normally get. So I could carry on taking all of those out. I've got some already done, and I'm not going to use all of the leaves, but you can see now we have our two little stems, and then we have our beautiful leaves. So here I have a piece of card, and what I've done is I've cut the corner die from the Wentworth into each corner, and I did demonstrate this on the show, but I will show this again in Craft Cave, how to achieve this look. But it's very, very simple. And all I'm going to do is take a little bit of glue glaze, take my largest flower stem, put a little bit of glue glaze on, and we'll have him just up there. I'm going to take my smaller flower head, and again I'm just going to pop him there so that it's meeting. I'm then going to take my flowers and pop them on. So my larger and my smaller, and again you can move them away just like that so you can see the green in there if you want to. They don't have to be bang on top. You want to actually see a little bit of the green, so I'll twist that one so we can. And we can then decorate just with a few little leaves. So just a little bit of glue glaze, again, beautiful flat glue. And we'll use the largest one there. And arrange these naturally as you would have them in nature, or go completely strange and fantasy, whichever appeals to you. So you see there, we have them across, going up there. We could even add a little one in the bigger bottom, or grab a smaller one, pop something in or tuck it in. But I love that just as it stands. So I would mat and layer that onto more of the coconut white, the pumpkin, and a little bit of the field green. And we have a beautiful marigold card made, and we've made again a couple of beautiful flowers that you could just use on the side of your card. So a very simple and easy project to make, but very effective in 3D.